I was just sitting here and I was looking through Facebook for a second, and I came across this video. This woman, she was about to feed her snake or whatever, and this looked like an anaconda looking snake, okay? And when she unwrapped it and all that, was about to feed it, the snake head came out of the, what's it called? And she kind of bagged up a little, and then the snake went for her, and she put her arm up and it attacked her arm. And then its body started to wrap around her arm, and she was trying her best to get it off, but the snake was wrapping itself around her arm, that the other person, the man, he had to come and help her. And as the man is trying to help her get from the snake, because the snake was attached to her, and it was wrapping itself around her tight, and you could just see that it was getting tighter and tighter. And the guy, he ended up trying to grab the snake by its like by its tail and everything or whatever. And so now the snake is all the way out of the cage thing or whatever. And the man, it's so tight, it's so heavy because it's using all its strength to, try to wrap itself onto this woman, that he lets the snake go. And now the snake has his rest of its body wrapped around her leg. And now the man is like, oh man, what do we do? So he grabs this snake, like the little pokey thing that they use to, kind of keep the snake from getting out or whatever. He did that, and he detached the snake from biting her. So basically, now the snake isn't biting her no more, but he is still wrapped around the woman's arm, tightly. And as I'm looking at that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I started to think, like, the reason why the enemy is considered a snake and, represents snakes and all that, because it's like, when a snake finds a prey, he's not giving up. He's going to do whatever he can to get you, first, to lose conscious, second, to lose blood, because as he's attached from her, he has bitten her, right? So him letting go of her, she now is bleeding out fast and heavily, because of the fact that his body is wrapped around her, right? And I'm like, wow, because she is still dripping blood. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So he, as a snake, if that man wasn't there, that woman would have lost conscious, because of the fact that she was losing blood, and she didn't have nobody there to help her. So who knows? And that was a pretty big snake. But I was just like, man, us humans tries to help other people when they're going through trials, when they're going through situations, and, sometimes you might even get attacked if it's something like that. I don't know, y'all, but what I'm trying to say, or what I'm thinking it was telling me, what I got from it, is that only the Lord Jesus Christ can get us out of situations that are very hard and difficult, and we feel like there's no, like, we don't have, like, no one is helping us. Like, we're going to, we're going to counseling for help. We're going here for help, and we're doing that and, trying to do all this other stuff to try to help us get from, trying to get ourselves out of the situation that we have placed ourselves in. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, the only person that can help us, the only person that can set us free and get us free and really, get us from out of that bondage that we are in, that, we fight, so hard to get out of, is the Lord Jesus Christ. We have to, God is our strength. He is our fighter. He is our father. He is the only one that knows how to get us out of situations. He sees the picture clearly. We do not, and that's why God says to stick with him, to stay close, to be in your own lane, to follow him, to allow him to guide you, to allow him to give you what you need, what your heart desires, what what God's heart desires for us, and yeah, that was just like, wow, it was a lot, but I just, this is what I was thinking. I'm like, man, that's so crazy. So in closing, if you are a person that is struggling and you're just like, I'm going here, I'm going there, I'm doing this, I'm, all this stuff, and nothing's working. Well, have you tried Jesus? You need to try Jesus. And it's not, have you tried Jesus because I think he will help you. It's not even that. It's, I know the Lord will help you. I know God will set you free. I know the Lord will give you a fresh anointing, a fresh mindset, a fresh everything. He will make you feel like, wow, like, man. So you're telling me all I needed to do was come and cry out to the Lord? Help me, Lord. Help me, Lord. I can't do this. I've tried this, I've tried that. And he heals you. He gives you everything that you need. You're telling me that's all I have to do? You're telling me that's all I needed to do? Yeah, and I'm a witness to that. Like, God has done so much in my life, me and my family's life, losing my mom. It's hard. It's hard. I never thought that I would have lost my mom at 26. Wow. But God is so good, because she was a beautiful woman and she lived her life and she took care of her family. She took care of her kids. She took care of her husband. She worked, she cooked, she cleaned, she went to church, she cleaned, listening to music, and she played nothing but gospel. She sang to us. She had us singing with, all this stuff that she did, and it wasn't in vain. And now she gets to now she gets to rejoice and be with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, but that was like something. It was crazy, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope this woman is okay, because, like, she is losing blood, and, she has a snake wrapped around her tightly. He ain't letting go. And it's almost made me be like, they're going to have to kill that snake in order for him to let go. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dang. Man, okay. I hope this was encouraging to someone, because I'm just like, well, but yeah. All right. See y'all later.